I do my dramatic intro.
We have no dramatic intros.
I'll just be like this because I don't want to be seen as a nerd.
That works.
And then my voice will be changed to
I can do something crazy too. I can fade my whole thing in from black.
We are live, just doing the intro. Notifications, notifications, they're all going out.
Okay, I got my iPad running the stream. So my little keyboard here, so I can interact with people. If any, if all our fans shows up. This is like some sort of cover of a Queen album with us in the dark.
Fancy's in the room. Cheers, Fancy. Jesus, Luke. oh, Chris. That's kick-ass, buddy.
You like this?
Oh, man. Oh, let's just turn this shit on. There's no point pretending. Let's not pretend any longer. Hey, gentlemen. Oh, nice. That's dramatic. Dramatic, Luke. I did actually change it, Fancy. It may not have updated in the grand scheme yet, but it will. Should. It might take a moment to trickle through. Oh my goodness. So it's Monday night.
Sup?
Sup?
How you doing, Chris? How you doing, Greg?
I am well, very, very well. In the room, as always, Mr. Luke Wilkinson, top knot and all, and the GM for this tiny little shit show we call Quantum Keep, Mr. Chris Cohn, at Ars Fantastica.
Yeah, whatever that is.
What is Ars? Ars.
That's ours. It's Latin, you Philistine.
Ars? For
ARS.
What? For what?
It's like the way.
Stop talking about your Ars.
Yeah, okay.
Post hoc ergo propter hoc.
Ad aspera, ad astra. Whatever. Quiescent.
Ad Mario Osque.
Scipio. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's
Veni Vidi Vici.
Ars Technica is, right?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like the art of
I'm not intentionally just shitting on it.
It's okay. I never thought of it as Ars, but
it's one of these days somebody's gonna register Fat Ars Fantastica.
Yeah, no, I liked it because I got on a big .ca kick, and if you look at the website, it's ARSFANTASTI
.ca. Yeah.
How clever.
Yeah, super useful.
I'm gonna write that into the. Are we even allowed to post links in the chat?
We are. Oh, Jesus, Fancy.
That's what I meant.
My God. She just can't let up, Luke.
Isn't it great?
I registered this one too.
Freaking,
I don't really know what I'm going to do with that one.
it's a good thing I love you so much, Fancy. That's all I can say. All right, so what are you doing? Oh, what's that? Is that the? I'm just gonna get rid of that music because you know what? It's gonna be so. Whoa, them are tree limbs sticking out of that there are in. Hey, so last episode, Delta Green, things went south with a crazy bitch in a septic tank.
Yeah.
and then hey, I can't even remember your name anymore. How sad is
Shell.
that?
His name is Shell.
No, his name is Flint.
Oh, well.
My name's.
You don't even know his name because, like, you know him as Shell. Now he's some dwarf dude.
Yeah,
and
no,
laughing.
he'll still
But he's
be
laughing
Shell.
because you look like a little kid.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
We's gonna drink some beer.
Dude, I just want a beer. Do we have to go through the bullshit? Let's go to the inn.
We're at the inn, man. That's
You're at the
that's where we
door.
left up. We are at the inn.
Door.
We're at
Let's
the door.
go in the inn.
Can I get that large-breasted waitress to get me a beer, or do I have to pour my own?
Well, upon opening the door, the one that you were showing earlier, yeah, she totally notices you.
had damn well better be like animated series canon. No, I'm just kidding. It's not gonna
Well,
be.
I've got 3 different canon to go because there's this,
Hey, Luke, can I drink?
there's the original module, and then there's that shit show with Kiefer Sutherland as Raceland.
Yeah, no.
So
Player knowledge is not character knowledge.
what do we do? Which one do you want to do?
It's
kidding.
Animated.
up to
This one.
you. I know the cartoon the best.
I know neither. I know nothing, and I plan to keep it that way.
I know that if we do the cartoon in about 3 minutes, Greg is going to touch the thing that makes us quantum leap.
I do tend to pocket things. All right, so
He'll just go by himself and leave you.
yeah. I mean, let's be honest. The truth is,
And I'll totally leave him. I'll spend 2 episodes in Dragonlance.
we have a legion of fan tonight, and as a result, I think it's really valuable to just kick this shit off. So let's pick up where we left off last week. We entered Solace, and we headed up the stairs to the Inn of the Last Home.
As soon as I do my plug here.
Your plug.
Oh, my link's deleted because I'm not allowed.
Oh, hold on. I can fix this for you. Let's do that first, and then how do I do the thing with the thing where you become the thing? Bazow. There you go. You're modded. You can do it now. All right. I figure it's probably not a bad thing to mod the GM.
We're out of Delta Green, so I'm going to put my fuck you rolls low dice away and get my D&D rolls like a boss dice out.
Sounds like a plan. I am getting the elixir of life ready. And in honor of the occasion, I'm going to fill the elixir of life container.
What are you guys drinking there?
Tonight I'm drinking McDougal's Old Scotch Ale.
Tonight I'm going to drink the orange creamsick ale.
Nice. And I figured it was only appropriate to have a flagon of appropriate size.
That's awesome. That's about half his height as your character. I'm not drinking.
You'd need to help
I'm
you
on
lift it.
concussion watch. Still, so.
You're still on concussion watch?
Yeah, have a really good one actually. So
Nice.
yeah.
If you need a break, man, let us know.
If I just trail off and
We'll snap you back, don't worry. Snatch you back and hold it. Okay, so are we busting down a door into the inn here, or are we just going to enter like civilized?
you kick the door down, you
monuments?
put your gun to the guy's head, and you say, "Where's the?" Anyway, okay.
And if I'm staying in character, I go,
Yeah.
So that's the question, you guys. For you, staying in character really is McMurtry and Shell.
Yeah. And now I was going to ask you, and this is something more, maybe it's something that'll develop. It's not certainly in character. This is very much a meta conversation. Are we carrying pieces of our personality through? I'm assuming so. That is the nature.
You are your Delta Green characters in weird bodies.
So that being the case, how much knowledge do we have of the people that we, leapt into?
None.
Not
instinctive behavior only?
There will be the occasional little thing pushing to the forefront from who you're running right now.
Okay. And
I'll kind of prompt you with that.
I have one question about Delta Green housekeeping. When I've checked all of these items at the beginning of this session, I add that and erase my check marks for the next session?
Pretty much, yeah. We'll deal with all that. Just keep adding check marks to them, and then once we before we get back to your Delta Green characters, we'll figure it all out, add it up. So if you've got one check, so you should only have no more than one check a session.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. All right, then
so you
let
guys
us
have all your flint and everything.
Let us begin.
So we've picked up some information. We know who we are and sort of our social hierarchy, but not really traits yet. Okay, good to go. Let's rock it.
Yeah. So as you know, this strange fellow with the beard and the bow and arrow called you Flint.
With the pointy ears?
Yeah. And the little man-child, Tass, obviously has been called Tasselhoff. So you guys know that much.
And we've already had a moment where we know who each other are.
You guys, because when you mentioned something like Johnny Cash.
Yeah. I just came up with a completely nonsensical reference to a time that we would both recognize.
Yeah.
When you look at each other in kind of focus or whatever, you know what I mean, you kind of blur a little bit. It's kind of strange. It's really, really awkward and weird. So, you know that heat wave kind of look when you see the
mirage shimmer,
the convection, the mirage kind of shimmer in that. You get something similar to that.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it's fleeting though. The second you think you've recognized it, it's gone.
Okay.
Anyway, and in that shimmer, you swear you see what looks like McMurtry and what looks like Shell, basically. So,
okay.
All right. So what you've learned after beating the hell out of those hobgoblin things.
Good job, dude.
You guys. I like the way you're kind of pulling that off. You're going, yeah, man, just kind of rolling with it, right? Whenever Tannis says something. So he was explaining how he was searching for evidence of true healing. Okay, because during that conversation, you learned that over the last 300 years, there was something really terrible called the Cataclysm that happened, and the gods turned their back on the races of Kryn. There hasn't been any true healing, but there's been a heck of a lot of charlatans and that sort of thing, and people trying to, even seeking for new gods and other things like that. Trying to find this evidence was a big mission you guys all kind of swore an oath on, and you split up for 5 years. Tannis asked you, Flint, what you were up to. Said something about you went back to your homeland, and you just kind of like, yeah, nothing. Remember that? So nobody's really asked Tass too much what he was up to. Tass, however you want to take that. So anyway, Tannis talks. He's happy to talk about what he did. He searched around. Basically couldn't find any proof, is sort of dejected and somewhat cynical about the whole thing, and he's just looking forward to meeting up with whoever's at the inn and that sort of stuff. So as you guys tromped your way up, and then that image there that's on Fantasy Grounds. That is, for Greg's sake, is the Inn of the Last Home. This is basically, if you look around, you can see there's other homes and buildings and stuff in the trees. And as I had described earlier, most everything in this town is built up like that. It's nightfall, it's dark, but you can see all these interesting walkways between these buildings, and there's strings of lanterns and that sort of stuff. And you've gone up the spiral around to the door, the Inn of the Last Home. Sounds kind of busy. Lots of people in here. And you open the door. The bright light, the warm interior, the roaring fireplace kind of blinds you momentarily.
Good things.
You hear some people yell out, "Tanis, Flint, Tass," that kind of thing. The barkeep looks at you and nods. Tika, who you don't know, also nods as you as well.
Sure,
but
want to.
She's in the cartoon, so you know who she is.
Why, yes, she is. Stick around till the end of the show for that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious. Okay, so let me show you who you see.
And shut up.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay. So Luke's just saying yes on purpose. But I'm okay
Tell him
with
to
that.
Shut up.
All right, so you see that image there.
Oh, the guy in the red
Tika's the one in the middle. Of course, they're not all armed, and there's no dragon behind them. They're in a pub. The one in the middle, Tika, is dressed in barmaid outfit, that sort of thing. She's got tons of flagons of beer and trays and stuff like that, and weaving in and out of people. Tanis he looks at you guys and just gets straight in.
Tika works she works at the inn.
Yep.
This is her place, and that's her up right up.
Yeah, that's the best picture I could find of her for now. This is another cover
not a
of
bad
original
picture.
Dragonlance.
Not a bad picture.
The original Dragonlance Chronicles.
All right, I like a barmaid that can hoist a steel.
So the guy in the red is across the room, and he's in a shadowy nook next to the fireplace. There's a big long table up to it there. He's in the shadows. The fellow on the left there, you hear Tanis say, "Karaman, good to see you," and strides across, and they start talking. You guys weave your way through all the people there. They're sitting at the table there, and like I said, it's quite packed in here, and there is a fellow on the other side of the fireplace sitting in a big chair, and he's entertaining some kids with some stories, and he's quite boisterous, that sort of thing. This is the Dragonlance Gandalf, who I don't know how you can write any story without avoiding this sort of stereotype.
Who got their books signed?
Oh, that's a picture I pulled up from the internet. It's actually there were a set of D&D cards.
I thought you were cooler. That's all.
No, man. I'm sorry, I've let you down.
Paladine.
Log out, delete, uninstall. All right, so
all right.
Tanis looks back, looking for you guys, and gestures you to come and sit down. All right.
I pull up the highest chair.
All right, they're all pretty straightforward size.
There's no high chair.
There's no high chair for you.
Shit. Is there a booster seat? Are there booster seats in any of the
You're okay. You can just lean on the table.
Okay.
Tika comes with a ton of beer, just pushes them all around the table toward you guys and serves you. You notice Karaman, his gaze lingers a bit. She nears. Tanis mentions something you don't quite hear, and he kind of goes red in the face.
Karaman likey.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so as you're sitting there, Karaman kind of whispers something over to Tanis as well, and then Tanis crosses over to the other side of the table and has a word with the red-robed figure. in shadow there. And you hear a really kind of hissing, raspy voice emit from this figure. He draws his hood back, and you see Tanis visually, do a double take. The fellow has golden flecked tinted skin, and he's very skeletal and wan. The most striking feature actually is his eyes they look like hourglasses, gold flecked pupils and stuff. So.
Cool.
Anyway, the wizard seems to kind of take some sick pleasure in Tanis's reaction and then retreats back into the shadow. You hear Karaman saying something about how that's his brother, and his brother's changed since a very stressful wizard's test or something. Okay, you guys have a drink. What are you going to do here?
I do nothing but listen.
I'm going to drink.
Like the 13th warrior when he learns Norse or whatever language they speak. Do you remember that? Never mind. Oh.
Yeah.
I listen. Sorry. Okay. Not too long after, the door opens and everybody's kind of quiet and looks over the door, and there's a full-fledged looking knight. Huge mustache, helm, shield, giant sword, full armor, looks really ornate, inlaid with roses and stuff like that. Looks really awesome, and he holds a door open for, looks like a, if you were to try to place it, it would look like a barbarian type couple striding in the door, one of them bearing a staff. Everybody just kind of goes back to drinking again, blah blah. Tanis is staring intently over at the door there. Same with Karaman. And then the knight bows to the couple, and they move off to another table in the inn. And then he approaches the table, and Tanis welcomes the knight with his name Sturm. They embrace briefly there.
I heard that name.
Chat for a little while, sitting at the table. What you get out of him listening?
I'll be like, "Hey, Sturm," because I've heard that, and I'll be like, "Hey, Sturm."
Yeah, he's very happy to see you.
I'll hop up and sit on his knee.
He looks like you, very indignant. Like, this is not proper. He kind of almost shoos you off.
Does he have anything actually? Like, does he have anything like tied to him? Like, does he have a pouch on his waist or anything cool?
Oh no, he's got a pouch, and then it's funny. In order to kind of smooth things over a little bit, Tanis goes and says something like, "Oh, you better watch your pouches there, Sturm."
Can I shoot him?
And then Sturm kind of brushes you off and tries to make it look like he's not.
I shoot him one of those looks.
One of those hurt looks.
Yeah, one of those. What do you take me for? A petty thief?
No, of course not. Taz, would you mind getting us some more ale? Tanis is like, yeah, good idea. Go grab another round. Okay.
I'll do that.
All right. So you wade through the sea of belt buckles, make your way to the bar.
Tattoo, belt buckle tattoo right here.
You get
that's for you, Fancy.
You get a few and bring them back. Sturm kind of, when you come back, and Shell's been listening here. He went north to his ancient homeland, trying to find his father. Explains that he couldn't. He wasn't very successful with that. But he did manage to get his inheritance. Somebody mentions, "What about your inheritance?" He says, "Well, I'm wearing it. It's his armor. You get his father was once a proud knight of what? Perhaps bad times fell on him or something." Anyway, the old man is getting louder and louder, and some of the kids come up to you, Kender boy, Tass, and they're just chatting with you. You know, they kind of, "You look funny for a kid," that kind of stuff.
Steal their marbles.
Steal their marbles. You son of a. You get a shadow point. Oh no, we're not playing that one. All right, they drag you over. Come on, let's go listen to the old man.
Let's do that.
All right.
Which old man?
You grab your beer and take it with you, and they're kind of like look at you funny, but whatever.
Okay.
There's an old
Talking
man in the
about Flint?
corner, like I said,
okay.
on the other side of the of the
Yes.
fireplace, and he's been entertaining some of the kids with stories and talking about something that kind of sets you on edge for a second, mentioning the old gods. This is something you would have run into, speaking of it, as a Delta Green agent. So whether it's just a coincidence or what, anyway, kind of spooks you out for a second. Oh, did we just lose something?
Nope. I'm here.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell you what, you're gonna lose me for 8 seconds. I'm gonna go.
Right on. Okay, so back at the table with Flint. Nobody really seems to notice that you're not speaking too much because you got beer in front of you the whole time. So maybe this Flint isn't the funnest guy you might be figuring to. So.
And yeah, and as Shell, I'm trying to pay attention to every detail, trying to figure out the lay of the land, and I'm interested in the wizard that we walked in and saw, and
the red one or
the red one.
Yeah,
because I haven't got past him yet. I'm sure that I'll get to the green one, and if I knew the meta, I would be the green one. But
he's really, really quiet. Just seems to be observing. Every now and then he kind of interjects with like a cynical barb or something, and you see that Karaman fellow kind of, you know, he takes the brunt of the jabs and that sort of stuff. So,
but do I detect anything in the occult about him?
Well, he's got in the back there. He's got a staff. And at the top of that staff is this kind of clawed hand with a round, multifaceted crystal in its grip. Maybe that's some kind of strange spell focus or something. From your experience, you know that like there's a lot of phonies out there, but working with Delta Green has kind of exposed you to
charlatans.
The occasional. This has been the real deal. Plus, you are now in some weird fantasy world that you could have only have dreamed of in books and cartoons and stuff like that. So, whether this is all some crazy dream or not, it's up to you to kind of figure out.
Okay, so that's sort of the lay of the land on the red wizard, and then I'll sort of switch over and look at the other one, because it seems like what everybody's focusing on.
Roll perception.
Delta Green perception, or
no? You're only using your Delta Green sheets now for
sanity,
mental,
for sanity, and occasionally like the relevant skills on there, but for the most part, you're going to be using your new character sheets and stuff like that. Like I said, there's some aspect of the life you've intruded upon kind of pushing to the forefront here.
Okay, so 14 perceptions plus 3, 17.
You're pretty sure that he's eyeing you oddly you see that glint of his metallic flecked eyes every now and then from beneath his hood in the shadow there. It's really it's really offsetting.
Sorry, I'm just the hourglass-eyed, gold-complexioned, hooded dude. Is that the old wizard in the corner?
The old wizard in the corner is Gandalf.
Oh, that's totally separate, dude. So are you talking Karaman?
No, Raceland is
Raceland.
the red.
Raceland.
Okay, gotcha.
Somehow they're twin brothers. That's been made clear, and
gotcha.
That's not apparent.
It's like the movie Twins. There's no way these two are the same. They had similar kind of facial features maybe when you saw them, but
okay, cool. So yeah, so if that's what I'm getting off Raceland, I'm gonna start paying attention to Gandalf.
All right. While you're doing that, Tanis just keeps seeming to look around too. You notice he's, there's another
Like he's
chair
waiting?
too at the table.
Yeah.
Eventually, Tika comes with some more beer, and she goes, "Oh, I almost forgot. This came for you earlier in the day. Really, really odd circumstances." Pass him this metallic tube. He takes it, opens it, sees some paper inside, unrolls it, reads briefly, kind of stands up and steps away from the table a little bit.
Strange circumstances is always something that I'm curious about. Do we have the opportunity to ask about that? Like, she kind of brought it up.
He rolls it back up. It's from Kitiara, he said. She's not coming. Everybody at the table kind of just looks a little glum for a minute there. That Raceland fellow says she wouldn't break her oath unless she had a stronger binding her. Sturm looks pretty serious about it. Karen was asking Tanis to read the note. And,
I have a Pavlovian response, and I say, well, then we're broken. The oath has been broken. And I don't know why I said that.
Me neither.
Yeah, Tika kind of explains after she comes back. Yeah, a man brought it in late this morning and wrapped head to foot in cloaks. I didn't even see his face. Very hissing sounding voice. He's told me to deliver this one to Tanis Half-Elven. And then I mentioned that you hadn't been seen for years, and he said that he'll be here today. Very, very strange. But that's just some of the least of the oddities we've seen around lately. Some of the table talk now starts turning to about how there's these kind of religious zealots spreading around, and they seem to have kind of spread their fervor and really, they're almost looked down upon, but they're being kind of quiet about it. They're saying, that they've kind of spread their religion to town here and stuff like that. And, might not be the greatest thing for Solace, but anyway.
Sorry. Player knowledge. Terms of service.
And they were talking about, Karaman starts mentioning something about how, on their way here they ran into a patrol asking about Raceland's staff, that sort of thing. They seem to be looking for a staff of some sort. And Sturm mentioned something too along those lines. Yeah, like some blue crystal staff or something. And Karaman's like, yeah, there's no way in hell I was going to let them touch my brother's staff. I just kind of rattled my sword at him, and that was enough of that.
That's what she said.
Raceland kind of interjects with something like how it would have been a horrible death for them, not at the, not by Karaman's sword if they had tried to take it. Anyway, so yeah, these seeker guards and stuff have been patrolling around and kind of, annoying the populace and that sort of stuff. Conversation kind of turns to like how some of these seekers are also stationed in a place called Haven, and there's actually some decent people that are involved in this. And it's just this Hedrick, the theocrat, seems to be the bad apple, that sort of thing. Anyway, Tika kind of shushes one of them and kind of points over there and said, "That's the high theocrat right there." And there's a man with like about 5 or 6 mugs in front of him, just slamming back the ales. All right. that old man is still telling his tales. And you see him kind of saying something over to the barbarian couple. Whatever. And the barbarian woman just kind of, nods politely. No. And out of nowhere, he produces this lute and hands it to her, and she seems out of politeness, takes it and starts playing, and the whole room goes quiet as her chords ring through, and she starts to sing. Okay. I'm not going to sing.
I was going to say, how good a GM are you?
No. Here, this is what she sings.
There once was a young lad named Tasselhoff, 5'5", diddle-dee-dee.
He was so much cooler than Flint Fireforge. He
Your
had
one
another
true
level
love's
of
a sailing
XP.
ship who ties up to a pier.
Anyway, she sings for a few minutes there, and as the final chord struck, everybody just kind of rapped. And then she passes the lute back to the old man. Everybody resumes their talking, that sort of thing. The kids are still hanging around the old man. Where are you again now, Tass? McMurtry?
I'm at the end of the table with one eye on the door, and one eye on pretty much everything that could be picked up. I'm finding, actually, I'm having a little trouble because I want to keep an eye on things, but I find my mind wandering a little bit, and I'm just sort of bouncing around, having a hard time keeping my eyes on any one thing. So, but I am looking for another bear. I'm just curious, is Taz as lightweight as I am?
He is based on like a halfling, and they can kind of drink a decent amount.
Then we're good.
You're gonna.
I felt like grabbing another
Flint. Probably.
I felt like grabbing another ale from near where that theocrat might be.
Okay, yeah, you can walk past him as you go grab another ale, and he's a sour-looking kind of older man. Just yeah.
Looks
like a real drag.
Does he have a pouch or anything on him?
He's got voluminous robes, which may be concealing pouches.
Could I bump into him and detect whether or not there's something I can get a grab on?
Potentially.
I mean, under the guise perhaps of too much ale.
Let me see. Just gonna take a quick.
I mean, I don't know anything about this character. I don't know anything, speaking as player, not character.
No, but you are feeling
but I do know that I'm a Kender, right, from the character sheet and player knowledge, and I also know that I've got many pockets on me, and they have random things in them, right?
Well, like I said, some of these kind of
and that rando klepto
of the personality are pushing their way.
Yeah. And as much as I just wanted to get a beer and clear my head and kind of look around and get a suss, my natural reaction was to just sort of, accidentally bump into him flagon in hand and see if I could rustle anything out of a pocket or a fold.
Roll your sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that die so much. Oh, that's a 10.
Okay.
You rolled
bump
the 2?
Into him, and you're...
Wait, you rolled the 2?
Yeah. Hey, I'm getting it out of the way here so that later on it's less of an issue.
You bump into him. You don't really detect anything, but he does look at you and he goes, ugh, and he takes a swat at you. You can easily die. Watch where you're going.
Sorry. It's worth it. I'm new in this body. Give me a break. God, Luke.
He just gives you a sneer and mutters something about Kender. Back to his cups. All right. You go and you end up getting your beer. As you're coming back to the table, the old man starts talking.
While he's over at the beer, I'm gonna yell across the bar and be like, "Kid," and just hold up 2.
Okay. You want more beer?
Yeah.
More beer shall be yours.
More beer. This is dangerous. Just player here.
Yeah.
I just crushed a bomber. These giant mugs, like, really bad for that. Holy cow! Can you drink out of these?
I've got a bomber on deck.
They
really help you get beer down, don't they?
Yep, they do. Anyway, and resume.
All right, you return with more beer. There's a whole bunch of food and stuff being brought now to the table and everything.
Awesome.
The old man starts talking to one of the kids. The kids are asking for more stories, and he's like, "Okay." He settles back into his chair and starts mentioning something. Once upon a time, the great god Paladine. You hear the kids start interrupting. Oh, who's that? What is that? And then you hear that theocrat guy. He's just, just drunken, slobbering, and he seems to take some sort of objection to whatever the old man's saying. Tanis kind of takes notice, and he's looking over, just like, oh, what an odious fellow, right?
I don't know. I think my occult-o-meter is tingling like crazy when this guy starts talking.
Okay, actually, yeah, you can roll a d20.
14.
And what was your occult? 10% or something?
You're
the guy with the massive occult.
Yeah, my occult is 70%.
Okay, you roll 14?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't really... Paladine, doesn't really register anything until he mentions Paladine is one of the elder gods. And there's that phrase again. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Paladine's one of the elder gods, child. No one has worshipped him for a long time. And the kids start, why'd he leave? The old man starts saying that he never left. He never left. Men caused a great cataclysm and turned their backs on the gods, believing the gods destroyed the world.
Am I able to hear this too from where I am?
Yep.
Okay.
When he starts talking about something called the Canticle of the Dragon.
Oh, not again.
The boys super excited to hear about that, talking about, I wish I could see dragons. They're so cool.
Yeah, but nobody wants to see dragon testicles.
The old man gets a kind of wistful look on his face, and he just kind of, be careful what you wish for, that sort of thing. They start talking about some other great night, that sort of stuff. The people at the table that you're with are kind of partly tuning into this, and the knight seems very interested in what's going on. Okay. Anyway, they start talking about this knight becoming lost in a forest and praying for guidance, and something about a white stag. This is kind of an actual, like, a pagan kind of legend that you've heard similar kind of stuff in Celtic mythology and other things like that.
And Harry Potter. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. And anyway, that drunken jerk just yells out blasphemy and crashes his chair back and stands up. Blasphemy, and he just starts yelling and pointing at the old man and denouncing him as a heretic.
I put my hand on my dagger. Just in case.
He kind of falls back a bit and then steps forward. He's like, "I'm gonna call the guards on you. Arrest this guy and these stupid people over here for singing these lewd songs. Arrest them. She's obviously a witch. I mean, look at that staff. And you know what? I'm going to take that for myself. and he goes for the staff. Okay, he kind of lurches across the floor.
The staff is in the woman's hand, and he moves
No, it's just
aggressively to the
it's
woman.
leaning up against the wall right next to her where she is. There's
Okay.
like fireplace here. There's your table. There's old man kind of around the corner, around the fireplace. And then there's them right there and kind of in front of the fireplace, and it's leaning up right there by the mantle or whatever.
Where am I relative to him?
I'm gonna be getting in between him and her, or him and the staff.
You two are on the end of the table that's kind of close to them, and the knight is close with them too.
I want to stick my leg out. If he's moving towards, I'm just gonna shoot out a toe.
He's not. You would have to kind of get in between the barbarian woman and the old man.
I'm small.
Telling the stories.
Okay.
So you can sneak around there. Okay.
Okay.
As this whole spectacle is unwinding, you're just casually moving around the room.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now what does Flint want to do? Flint's kind of standing up to.
Yeah, like standing up. Like when some shit's gonna happen, and you sort of stand up, and you've already
looks at you and kind of nods and is like, both ready to.
Yeah, you've already made the decision for the shit to get real and you to be involved. It just has to.
It hasn't happened yet.
Before your move has to come their move.
You won't become flat-footed.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So the woman says, "No, that's mine. You cannot take it." And you're moving into position, Taz.
Yeah.
Which I'm the high theocrat and I take what I want, and just starts bitching her out. He makes another grab for the staff. Then the
I'm
barbarian
by now.
with her stands up. Okay, so her partner stands up.
He's a barbarian. He's what, like 11 feet tall?
Yeah, he's he's wiry, but he is very tall. And
Played
says
by
something
Graham
about
Greene.
the chieftain's daughter says you will not take it. And he shoves the guy. So
then can I stick a foot out as he's going backwards?
yeah, sure. He's going backwards. Make a dex check. So roll a d20 and add your dex.
15.
Okay. He stumbles back. And you manage to kind of trip him there. He tries to catch himself, and he trips over you and falls headfirst into the fire.
I
Way to go,
immediately
Tasselhoff.
start laughing. I immediately start laughing.
The knight is horrified both at the scene unfolding and your laughter. Okay? Let's roll initiative.
Yeah, let's do that. Because what's a bar without a fight?
What's a bar without a burning asshole?
8.
No, Greg, your natural roll was.
You have an initiative.
Oh, I have an
modifier.
Initiative modifier?
Yeah, if you rolled an 8, you're a 12.
Shit, welcome to 5. I have an initiative modifier?
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
it's based off
initiative
your
modifier is
dexterity.
+4.
Oh, shit. Okay, so yeah, 12.
And what did you get, Luke?
4.
Okay.
Nah, man, that's good. You're just bringing up the rear. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, I'm laughing pretty hard right now.
Yeah, well, you got to let that out.
That's horrible.
You're a big guy. Small, but big.
Okay, so there's a whoosh and a flare of light, and you can almost smell the flesh burning already. Okay? And a scream tears through the stunned silence. Okay?
I do that thing, when you're laughing really hard and it's wrong, and you're like, ha 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 ha.
Where you catch yourself that you're the only one laughing.
Yeah, and you're like, ha ha.
Okay. All right.
We call that a conscience.
So
congratulations.
Hedrick stands up and just starts waving around, using his action to move and fan the flames even further. He becomes a torch. All right.
Immediately start laughing again.
Everybody is basically paralyzed
want to take his robe and just whip it up over his head.
Before you do anything, the old wizard whispers something to you, Tass. He says, knock him down with the staff. He'll burn the place down. And there's the barbarian princess's staff right next to you there. You have skill with staff.
Okay.
Don't touch the staff.
I kind of don't want to do that. I have my own stick. Can I not?
Your stick is
like I would like
up next to
I would
stuff.
like to grab his robe and whip it over his head. Because his hair is on fire, right? His head's on fire.
Make a wisdom check.
Oh shit! Do I have anything in that?
Greg.
Yeah.
Have faith. Do what the old man says. Have faith, Greg.
Just make a wisdom check. Or a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! 20.
You rolled a natural 20?
19, and I've got a +1.
Okay. All right. You made a really nice roll. Okay. You are feeling strongly compelled to do as the old man says. There's something about him that just makes it sound like the right thing to do. I'm not going to control your character.
I'll glance at him again and do what he said.
When you glance at him again, you see those kind of waves.
I'll do it again. I will do what he says.
Okay. Want you to know you're free to do what you want. But
I will do what he says.
Roll an attack with the staff. You have.
Do I see those waves too?
You're not really looking at the old man the way he is.
Do I have an attack bonus? Where's I don't see anything specific.
Yeah, it's your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity.
And my quarterstaff with the +3, 19.
Okay, that's plenty enough. You hit him square in the back between the shoulder blades, okay? You take the staff. With all your strength, you hit him squarely in the chest. Okay, he falls to the ground, and there's a gasp from the crowd. You have the staff clutched in your hand, and there's an amazing sight at your feet. The flames instantly die. Okay?
Ooh.
There's no evidence that he was burned at all. He sits up.
Like none? No evidence?
No. His skin, which was once burning, and his hair that was burning, and his robes that were coming off him, and he's whole. Make a sanity check.
Oh shit. Okay, sanity
and
check.
You roll your percentile dice off your sheet.
Sorry, the screen may go a little wonky here in a moment, gang. My other user just left our chat. So I'm just trying to bring him back. Okay, sanity. Oh, this is not good. You remember I was in a bad place.
While he's doing that, Flint is going to the bathroom.
Flint was ready to piss the fire out. And
40.
That's higher or
lower than my 48.
Okay, you're fine. You don't take any point.
Okay. Thank goodness. Oh wait. Hold on. Delta Green. Oh, I didn't need to do that.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I keep thinking you're not the astrophysicist. You're the one who's attuned to the violence.
With mine, violence, it's just a total bypass on the set.
Or you're adapted to it.
I'm adapted to it. Yeah, fully adapted to it, so it doesn't bug me. Whew, okay. I'm down with that.
Okay, well, wait a second.
Yeah, well, we'll hang tight for... do you need to take a bio? I mean, we've been going for an hour. Are you good, or do you want a bio?
Yeah, maybe I will.
All right, we're gonna take a really quick bio, folks. We will be in the chat for just you know what? I'll just switch it to the host cam because I'm not needing a bio right now. So we're just gonna switch it to here. Wow, that was messed up and slightly surprising and kind of weird and kooky and all that. Cheers to the 5 viewers in the chat. I suspect that that really is our legion of 2. plus the guys that are in the game. But nobody's been chatting. I hope you're still watching. We're having fun, and you know, that's really all that matters to me. And so that was fun, eh, Luke? Somehow I didn't kill us.
Yeah? How's it going?
I didn't kill us.
What happened while I was gone for 10 seconds?
I didn't lose any sanity.
Okay.
I don't lose sanity when I attack shit and have weird shit happen as a result of violence. It's a thing.
Are we still in Dragonlance?
Yes, we are still in Dragonlance. We have not leaped.
I assume that Chris is at the little GM's.
Yes, Chris is at the little GM's room grabbing himself a Corfy. I think it's super awesome that his camera went full auto out of focus in the deep red light. That is a soothing color for me right now.
There's no way he didn't do that by hand, Greg. It's Chris.
I'm sure he did it on purposes. On porpoise, as they say. Yeah. You know, you realize I just used up my 2 rolls, right?
What 2 rolls?
My two over 17s for the game.
Oh. I thought you were talking about your sneak attack and your cunning action.
No.
Oh man, that's so fitting for a Delta Green agent. That's awesome, Chris. Out of focus like that?
Holy shit, it was automatic. We gave him all the credit for being cool and manually defocusing, but no.
I did manually focus.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, fine. You're a boss.
Yeah, man.
You get it. I'm super pissed that I'm not going to get. I'm super pissed that I'm not going to get to work with you this fall.
I know. Well, we'll have to do something.
Well, we still will, but it still just pisses me off. But I'm super glad.
At some point this season, I'm going to fly up and not tell anybody else in Edmonton.
And we're just going to do this shit for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop up. We'll brew. We'll do a Saturday show. We'll do a Monday show. We'll give you some heads up so you can get through. It's a in a row.
Okay, I have this thing that I can do, and I just did it because I forgot to do it before, but I have a graphic, so I've played that, and I'll just assume that y'all did that anyway. And now we're back. We're back.
I actually thought that you waited for us to get back, and then you were gonna put that up and go for a whiz.
No, I'm good. I will at some point soon. That was a very large beer I just drank.
And today's show is sponsored by President's Choice flavored.
I was actually gonna write "Flint's a bitch" on the bottom of my mug.
I use the Mio.
Mio's great.
Squirt Mios. I love
Mio's
that
great.
stuff.
That's what she said.
All right,
so I have just done something incredibly stupid or incredibly smart. I'm not sure which.
So, Chris, while I was peeing for 30 seconds, did Tass TPK us?
No, we kind of just paused.
Okay.
No, I saved shit, man. I saved the inn.
Saved the day.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
Play of the day.
Yeah. Moving on. Yeah.
You are a crusty, small, bearded man.
Let's go.
All right. So
crusty.
Everybody was kind of horrified as he sits up and he's just sputtering, and then the silence is broken by Gandalf. Sorry, not Gandalf. The old
Pastor.
Man. The old man says, "The staff
for him?
It healed him." Nope, there's no name for him. Just old man. Look at the staff. Look at it.
Did I break it?
No, but it's starting to glow blue.
Fuck.
blue flame. Sorry.
Actually, this is scary because this blue light emitting from it is similar to what was emitting from that elder sign.
I look at Flint. Don't touch it.
He's about to act because it's his initiative.
Oh, are you having berries?
What are you doing, Flint?
Dude is
Not
not
dead.
on fire anymore.
No signs of being burned.
And there's a blue glow coming from your kender friend.
What?
Yeah, because you're holding that blue staff.
Fuck. I touched it.
Yeah, so because I know who Tass is. Sorry, I gotta go over to the other. I gotta go over the Delta Green sheet.
McMurtry.
Yeah.
All right. So clearly you're
I'll say-
dumbfounded like everyone else.
Yeah, I'll say McMurtry, the staff.
And I'm already glowing blue?
Yeah.
Well, you're not quite glowing blue. It's just you're holding this brightly glowing blue staff, so its blue light is all you're bathed in it. You're bathed in the light. It's not emitting
So-
from you. But
so
I mean, you guys just
because-
turned blue and showed up here, so it's scary as hell.
Yeah, because I'm blue, I'll just simply say
You're not
McMurphy, the staff.
all right. After that, the old man just kind of sputters and just call the guards, arrest the kender, arrest the barbarians and their friends. I saw them come in with that knight. Arrest them all. And Tanis is just, what are you, crazy? What the hell? What are you? And then people start muttering, blah 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 blah. They're talking about.
Nice.
We found the blue crystal staff. Now they'll leave us alone. Somebody was called. You're hearing all this blue crystal staff. Do. All right, and
Is this old
that
asshole working with the old guy?
That old no.
With the
jerk-
theocrat?
No, he's just kind of sitting there watching everything unfold. So the guy who was on fire moments before you saved him is now
Hedrick?
calling for your head. Yeah.
Oh,
And he
Hedrick's
starts
calling
standing up.
for my head. Can I knock him down
Rich,
again?
he's screaming. You've cured me with evil, evil, and he just starts losing it. Even as I burn to purify my flesh, you will burn to purify. He's going off about all this. Dude
Okay,
is
so,
going Salem witch trial.
I'm gonna walk over to him and pop him in the leg with my dagger.
You're gonna stab him.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
in
not
the
an
leg.
11-year-old child.
Yeah,
I think you
that's-
just need to knock
that's-
his bitch ass cold.
No,
Tanis
that's
puts his hand on your shoulder. We need to get out of here. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna start looking around for an exit that is not.
Tika's freaking out. She puts a bunch of beer down and comes screaming over. You got to get out of here. The guards are coming. By now, that idiot Hedrick has put his hand into the fire, and he's just got this zealous glee on his face as his flesh starts to smoke.
Can I stuff the rest of his bitch ass into the fireplace? You want to purify, motherfucker.
All right, is there a back door, dude?
Yep. Okay, we're gonna pause
We
for a
out it.
second.
Okay.
You two
Yeah, we out it.
just feel really odd for a second. Okay.
I'll say.
There's that shimmering kind of weird heat wave kind of feel going around, and everything just kind of slows to a stop except you two. Okay? It's not quite like when Frodo put on the One Ring or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
It's a similar kind of effect, except everything
If
about you is paused.
If it had a sound effect, it would be.
Sure. Everything goes out of focus.
Well, that's happening already. Cheers.
All right. The old man, however, is the only other person moving with you.
Blink.
Immediately, I'm like, "Who are you?"
And he sits up from his chair and he looks at you. Okay, he's got a smile on his face. Who am I? Basically, that's not important. What's important is that you're here. You're not supposed to be here.
We know that.
Where is here and why are we here?
Cloud? Claude?
He mentioned something briefly. There are many, many worlds in this universe, all linked together somehow. The greatest threat to that universe right now are the old gods. And he's not talking about the gods, like those that...
Do you mean the elder gods?
Yeah, he names off a few unintelligible words and things like that. You just don't understand. This is really crazy. So make a sanity roll, please.
I haven't been doing well with these.
Sanity is percentile.
25. I'm under.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
I rolled a 58. I am a 48.
Okay, you'll lose a point, and you're just kind of... None of this is making sense to you. You're just...
Okay. When my character loses a sanity point... Hold on. Anytime you lose one sanity or more, I have to make a sanity roll to resist blanking out and forgetting what caused the loss.
Oh, okay. You are worthless human being.
But sometimes I have flashes of insight, things you didn't know you knew.
Oh.
Whatever happened, it boosted your occult skill.
Roll
gave you
well.
knowledge of your unnatural.
Okay, we're going to work on that in a minute. Make a check next to the helplessness sanity boxes there.
Sanity. Hold on, let me update my sanity to 3.
Oh, he's not. Yeah, he's got no.
He's not adapted to
He's
anything.
got no adaptation. Okay.
What am I looking for?
Helpless. I think we're doing it right. There's a helplessness.
Middle right side. Box 13, incidents of sanity loss without going insane. Yeah. For those folks who are on our Patreon list, but you get there by being a patron, you actually can download these character sheets as well.
And we'll keep them updated.
There's my boy in the chat, Dat Sido.
That's Sido.
And and we've got a special request for Mel Minster to show up.
What?
he's my custom made Elminster. I call him Mel Minster so I don't, you know.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
No,
what? You're talking?
I just got a text from one of my friends.
I was just saying you've got another chat going on.
No, my friend, we were talking about just how ridiculous. You know how some of these all-powerful NPCs are, like Elminster and all this stuff. And anyway, makes no sense. We'll just continue. So okay. Flint, you're not like blah, 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 blah. Your sanity loss right now is. This is awakening something that you've forgotten. You're trying to put it together. You're silent. You're not doing anything. You're just trying to take this in and make it work. Okay.
I am crystal fucking clear.
Does the old man have as good a beard as I do? Because I find that comforting to be around other quality beards.
Well, beards are naturally a comforting thing, so
yeah,
it's a good beard.
All right, I'm coping then. I'm coping.
So,
all right,
he's explaining. These different universes, different worlds among them. You're outsiders, but you have a part to play here. The return of the old gods is something that has threatened not just his world, but yours as well. And that's why you're here. You're here to assist in order to prevent a foothold in this world a foothold in this world also means the gathered strength of the old ones throughout the universe, and ultimately the destruction of all worlds.
And we've got a plot.
Go.
The red-robed one. He doesn't know it yet, but he plays one of the greatest parts in this story, in this world. For him to fail gives one of the old gods a foothold in this world. You must do everything you can to keep him alive so he can play his part.
Yeah.
If he does that's what you get out of him. He says it a hell of a lot more forcefully and geez, now I'm losing words. Yay, concussion. And more clearly, it is rung straight home, straight to your very core of understanding. You can also have a sanity point back for kind of having an understanding of what's going on with why you're here. If you believe this guy, both of you.
You gain a sanity point, Greg.
Add it to your current. The shimmering kind of goes away, and you're instantly transported back to the chaos of people running around. Tanis is, come on, we got to get the heck out of here. And Tika's saying, take the back door. All right. Karaman flushes again.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Tika's the barmaid. Take the back door. Boom.
I have my blue crystal pencil here.
Yeah, so as soon as everything, I have a blue pencil somewhere. As soon as everything speeds up and goes back, and that said, I immediately make eye contact with Tasselhoff or with Greg. What the hell is your character? Your McMurphy. All right, so yeah, and like I exchange a look with like we know what is up, and we start to carry on.
Okay, Barbarian Queen grabs her staff, and there seems to be a bit of an argument with her barbarian pal. Okay, anyway. And about what's happening, where they're going to go, if they're going to basically come with these guys. Tanis is like, there's no time to argue with blah 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 blah. Then the knight is saying, I'm not going to leave with this rabble. I don't care if they want to, basically the knightly come at me, bro. What's happening here? Hello.
They heard you snort.
It's a 50 DKP minus.
They heard you snort. Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah. All right, go to bed. I know. My priorities are start grade. All right, and back to the game.
So there's the knight doesn't want to leave.
This thing is insane, Greg. Carry on, Chris. Sorry,
guys. I'm trying to be a dungeon master here, and I'm like, I totally deserve to be punched out for being such a nerd. Wait, this isn't the 80s anymore. Oh, jeez.
I need pee-pee for my bunghole.
Okay, we've scared everybody off out of chat now. And by everybody, I mean that one fan. Our Legion of what is it? Is that real? Is there 6 people?
Yeah, they're used to us, man.
Really?
Carry
Explain.
on.
Okay.
Oh. Carry on.
50 XP to you. And no. Yeah, the knight is finally convinced to not back away from the rabble when Tanis says something like, "You got to protect the lady." So he's like, "No, good, you good." So everybody leaves. Everybody flees to the back. Yeah, exactly. He's going to be the last to leave. Everybody's gathering up in the back. There's a large hole and a rope with a windlass, and Tika explains this is where supplies come up and garbage goes out. And so Karaman...
Oh my god, they could hear me, but nobody else could. All my jokes were for nothing.
And Raceland...
Thanks, Lance.
Are first to go. And Karaman says something, "Let me help you, let me help you." And he's like, "I don't need your help," as he just leaps down the hole. And everybody's like, "What the heck?" And then he's floating to the ground.
Huh? Yeah, as soon as he leaps, I'm grabbing the rope and
feather fall?
Like diving right in. Holding onto the rope.
All right, you got to climb down the rope.
Can I fall gracefully?
No. You're a dwarf.
How far do I have to go?
Do you want to fall? Because you'll break your neck. It's like 40 or 50 feet.
Gracefully.
Oh, okay. I can't quite do that.
At least.
I look around for...
What's my best option?
People are coming down the rope. Tanis comes down the rope. He manages to get some serious rope burn on his hands. Tika's yelling, "Go to my house. Go to my house. You'll be safe there." All right, everybody makes it down. Tass, unless you're staying up there.
No,
the knight will be the
down.
last. The knight is the last down. Everybody's down at the bottom. And it's dark.
Okay.
Okay. There's very few houses down at the bottom of the forest floor here. There's some paths and that sort of thing.
Am I freaked out that I can see perfectly?
That might, yeah. Actually,
make him roll. No, I'm just kidding. Don't.
To you. I've never liked this, the way they kind of describe the vision in D&D, where it's like a red outline or this or that,
It's sort of grayscale, wouldn't it be?
I kind of assumed it would be sort of like that. Like the colors would fade.
Like a dog's vision.
But I'm thinking of it as like high ISO, zero
It's a little
saturation.
noisy. It's a little noisy, but you can see shit.
You can see. To you, it feels like not quite daylight, but it feels like there's like a really bright moon out. But the canopy of trees is blocking anything from the sky. And there's also lights strung up along paths and stuff like that. You can kind of see the outline of the village.
Okay.
Tanis and everybody, they start running off to where presumably Tika's house.
Pardon me. Sorry, guys.
I'm following Raceland.
Yeah.
Okay. Raceland moves sort of quickly, but you hear him wheezing. He's very sickly. Whenever Karaman kind of goes to help him, he's brushed off, and you hear some kind of cynical barb or something like that. He's not a very pleasant fellow.
Is this do we get a sense that this is abnormal, or is this just whatever gave him hourglass eyes and gold skin made him sickly?
Well, when you were listening, you were catching bits about that.
The cataclysm
test at the tower.
Wizard.
Oh, the wizard trial. Right, the trial.
Yeah, that had changed him. Karaman looks really sad when he talked about that. It changed him forever.
Print off a new Delta Green sheet.
Apparently, he was more charming, I guess, before the tower test. Anyway, you're running through town. You're hearing clamoring of guards and yelling, "Find the staff! Find the staff!" That kind of stuff.
That's what she said.
Eventually, you run up back through some of the network of buildings and that sort of thing. Come to a small house, and Everybody's standing on the small stoop of it, trying the door. It doesn't open.
This calls for a dwarf.
Boom.
Some people kind of look at you, Taz. They're like,
Okay. I will pick the lock. I assume. Is this a rolly thingy?
this is a rolly thingy.
Do I have a bonus in lock picking?
You basically use a dexterity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is +6 for you.
So that's 23.
Oh, yeah.
I look at the lock and it goes, boink.
You're just like kind of looking around because you have a number of different pouches. Some of them have maps. Some of them have little knickknacks and doodads and that sort of thing. So, oh, okay. You kind of feel instinctively a number of lockpicks. You pull a few out, and you just basically just take one and just twist, and it goes.
I agree, Lance.
All right.
I was looking for a dwarf to toss through the door, but I'm only 45 pounds. There's no guarantee it would have worked.
Yeah, if somebody was going through a door.
Luke, you are frozen at the moment, just FYI. If you want to
This is his AOL dial-up.
Yeah, the potato has failed.
Can you still hear us? Can you still hear us, Luke?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you're getting all ushered into the house. Tanis and the Knight are... Come on in.
Come in, come on.
Everybody goes in, and there's a bit of light from some of the lanterns and stuff like that coming in through one of the windows in this small little hut. Everybody kind of comes in and goes into the main room and quiet. Tanis is just nursing these bleeding hands. He kind of got rope burn and slid down most of the way. They're talking about the staff. They can't.
Did we bring it, or is it gone?
Oh yeah, no, the lady's got it.
Oh, she's okay. She's with us.
Queen.
Okay, she's with
Am
us.
I back?
They're arguing in hushed tones with each other, kind of looking at the rest of the group, that sort of thing. The rest of the group is kind of talking. This is amazing. This is what they broke up 5 years ago, and went their separate ways to try to find.
The staff?
So this sort of proof of healing.
Tanis
is talking to the barbarian woman, and holds out his hands, and talking about blah, 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 and she just takes the staff and touches it to him, and in an instant, there's no damage on his hand at all. You see him kind of just double take. And Raceland, well, if she is a charlatan, she's a good one. And then, of course, that upsets the barbarian. He says, "How dare you speak to Chieftain's daughter like that?" She stays him, and he just kind of smiles and retreats in his hood, as he does.
Retreats in his hood.
Yeah,
you mean his cloak's hood rather than just like yo.
Yeah, no, he does.
Good. Oh no! He whipped out the bloods. Oh snap!
Blood. So I think I did that last one too.
Luke, you have met your match.
I can't do it right now. My right hand is all but broken.
Oh,
Chronic
when
masturbation is a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're talking about the staff, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Raceland touches it, and he recoils. He says something about the staff knowing its own, and forces Karaman to touch it.
What?
Karaman doesn't want to touch it, but he's like, "Touch it.
Touch it, Karaman. Touch it."
And
no, touch it.
Karaman's fine when he touches it. And it says, anybody who's pure of heart or whatever will be fine. It knows. That's all.
Dude, you only tear up
clear of it.
You only tear up a sheet if somebody dies. Dude,
is that the beer one?
Bad luck.
I reprinted it. Yeah, I dropped beer on it, so I just reprinted it.
Okay.
It helps that, like, that's my printer.
Oh, nice.
True that.
Everybody hushes because they hear a patrol coming along.
fuck them up.
Okay, I have some stealth. I don't know how good that's going to be for my dwarf character, but
You're looking around. You know where you could hide, but you fit. You know you could hide. No, too stout. No.
I've got some mad stealth. I mean,
People are ducking behind furniture.
I'm gonna. Can I be a tree? Like we're all inside now, right?
Yeah, nobody closed the door, oddly. And you hear a couple guys talking, and they're like, "Yeah, why don't we go see if we can get a few coins in here?"
Oh, you're one of those DMs.
Fuck.
What do you mean I'm one of those DMs?
Oh, nobody closed the door.
Nobody did.
Should I take out the trash? Like,
yeah, yeah, dude, that's a solid play. Like, take all of your clothes off and go, like, grab a bag of garbage and throw it out the window or out the door.
Is there a piss bucket I can empty from the second floor?
Roll some initiative.
What?
Dude,
fuck.
Hold on, dude. If you
he said it, man. You can't go hold on after the GM says roll initiative. Yeah, fuck you. I'm going last this time. 9.
I got a 13.
Yes. I look at you, and then I kind of like give you the eyebrows, like.
Okay, you guys are freaking out about hiding, and you managed to duck behind some stuff there, like a chair for the candor.
Dude, I could hide behind a lamp
pinned on the wall. Yeah, you could hide just like in the middle of the room, standing there like in an art pose. And 2 humanoids enter.
I kick the door closed.
And Raceland hasn't even tried to hide at all. He's just sitting in a chair with his staff. And they go, "Aha! What's this? That looks like a staff."
I bounce.
Maybe you want to give us your staff.
How far? Okay. How far are they from me?
They're about 8 away from you in initiative.
How close?
They just stepped in the front door, and they go at 17. And Raceland, in reaction to them, says, "You want my staff, do you?" And he stands and says, "Shirak." And a blinding white light comes out of the end of the staff, the crystal. Everybody's kind of blinded for a second. And Karaman reaches out from behind the door, grabs these 2. They're revealed to be more of those hobgoblin types. And he grabs them both and just goes, bang! Smashes their heads together. And they crumple to a heap. And it's Luke's turn.
I close the door.
All right.
Quietly.
Like, oh, I think I killed them. Greg's turn.
I loot the bodies.
McMurtry's suddenly a murder hope.
Well, I mean, the door's closed. I loot the bodies.
Yeah, okay, so the door's shut, and Tanis is like, maybe the staff, and he says Dumac, and the light disappears.
Sorry, I thought it was a flash. I didn't assume it was like turning on the lights. My bad. But yeah, okay.
He turned on his mag light. The staff of mag light.
The staff of mag light.
The staff of infinite seeing.
And so everybody's saying, what do we do now? Now we've just murdered a couple seeker guards. And oh my gosh, Tanis starts coming together with the plan. He's like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just make for the lake. We'll get out of here. We'll go down the path out of town. We'll make for the lake. There's some caves across the lake.
Dwarf, carry the bodies.
Karaman and Sturm make it look like there was a fight here so Tika doesn't get blamed for this murder.
How do we get across the lake?
Tass, you're going to have to go find a boat.
I don't like this.
I know, Flint, but
can we not? Is there not? Can we not just go around the lake?
You have to go through town.
Oh. What about the other direction? Lakes are round, you know. They have. It's not like a lake is just one-sided.
That it's easy to get across the lake. They'll run us down if we go the other way.
Okay, fine.
All right, Tass, I need you to run along and find a boat.
So I'll go find a boat.
Just make a perception roll and a stealth check.
Perception would be a 19.
Your boat radar is on.
My boat radar, and I need a stealth and a stealth.
Yep.
That's a 24, motherfucker.
All right.
Your boat
just goes poof and disappears, and then next thing you see is a boat. Tass is gone like a shot. Yeah, you're not liking this idea of water. It's like a deep-seated phobia in you somewhere.
Who? Me? Or the dwarf?
The dwarf.
Well,
dwarves don't like water.
How many beers did you have?
You're arguing with Tannis the whole way. It does not sound like a good idea to get in that boat.
Yeah.
Put a cork in it, dwarf.
You're finding a boat, no problem. Close to the village. You manage to sneak along the shore with it and bring it back to where Tannis said you guys would meet. Okay?
Hey, I got a boat!
All right.
I mean,
Tannis is arguing with
it's the ASMR
with the dwarf.
portion of the
Everybody
show.
else is getting into the boat.
I'm not.
The ASMR. Somebody do some chewing.
Give me money.
Hold on.
You're a terrible person. You guys are terrible people. Some people need that stuff.
You're such a Twitch thought, Luke.
Thought.
Yeah, I don't want to get on the boat. And like I don't know why I don't want to get on the boat, but I don't want to get on the boat.
Okay. Everybody's getting on the boat. They're like, "Come on, Tannis. Come on, Flint." And Flint is like,
Flint's
fine.
like.
If you want to run around the lake, go for it. It's the only other way out of here.
Don't split the party.
Lance is on a boat. Okay, Tannis.
I'm on a boat.
Pats you on the shoulder and says goodbye, old friend, and heads to the boat. All right.
I look into the forest, look at my path ahead to run around the lake.
You see some lanterns and you hear
short legs.
Hear flapping hobgoblin legs.
Just saying, man. Or should I say, wee man.
Is there like any way that I can get around them or not be seen by them or?
Oh, me. Get into the boat.
All this running has stressed your heart. And
wait up.
Oh my gosh, if you go that way, they're coming fast.
Oh, me.
All right.
There's almost no other way out of here.
Who loves you? I do.
I yell to them to wait.
You yell?
I get in the boat.
Okay, Sturm power oars his way back.
I get in the goddamn boat.
And you start sinking.
I slap the bitch.
Karaman heaves you into the boat unceremoniously, and you're terrified.
I slap him.
Don't touch me, kid.
They hop in. There's arrows now coming from the shore, flying around. One of them sticks into Karaman's chainmail. And they're rowing and trying to get out of here. All right?
I'm not very big, so maybe it's like one oar.
And Raceland stands up in the middle of it all.
Oh, shit.
And Karaman tries to get down,
dude.
And he just...
Is dude a word?
He goes like this and mentions a few arcane words.
Shit.
All right?
Maddie! Cheers, Maddie!
And
Maddie Morgs!
With that gesture and that combination of words, you start to see on the shore the figures just dropping one by one.
Okay, who turned Raceland into like beast mode all the time?
Raceland's a badass motherfucker, dude.
Well, he's badasser than badass.
No, just pay attention.
I'm paying attention.
The rowing increases. You guys get across. Everybody's kind of just, holy shit, what did you do to them, Race? He's like, I put them to sleep, and now I need rest.
Shit.
Okay.
Get the man some melatonin.
I start to go like this because I realize that I'm going to be carrying a wizard soon.
I snicker because I know you're going to be carrying a wizard soon.
You're at the bottom of the boat, just freaked out, looking up. Okay.
Yeah.
And make a perception check, dwarf.
Ooh, I grabbed my die just in case.
16.
Ooh. Well done.
That's right. 3. No, sorry. 14.
Okay. You don't really understand the significance of this, but the sky looks really weird. It's just quite a patch. Like there's voids in the sky. Like it's all starry, and then it's just patched.
Can you explain voids like inky blackness where there should be stars?
Hold on, Greg.
Pretty much.
I want to use. I want to use a Delta Green skill right now. My
Not shit your pants in the bottom of a boat skill?
No, my astronomy. I have an 80%.
You're an astrophysicist. You don't even need to roll. This is a very foreign sky. For there to be some massive
DM cop
hole
out.
like that, that might not necessarily mean that there's absolutely no stars up there, but close to this planet, wherever you are, there is a series of voids.
Are they voids or are they blockages?
And do they have a shape? Do they look like a constellation? Do they look like a thing?
Maybe a constellation would have been there, or is there, or it's not like what Greg was saying. It doesn't sound like there's a shape or something in the way. You still see the same night sky color.
Something that was there is not there.
Well, maybe it's always been like this. The sky is odd to you. You don't know if something is missing or not.
Okay, but there's a clear dead spot. Okay.
All right, so the boat hits some shore.
Fucking finally.
Oh, quit your bitching, dwarf.
Shut up, kid.
Okay, so, so we start piling out, I guess, eh?
I'm playing a dwarf. I'm carrying a knife. I don't know why. I was eating cucumbers earlier. Okay, so we bounce out of the boat and mob up to the cave.
Did you just say mob up?
Yeah.
We all have one wheels? Okay. We mob up
the
on
barbarian
one
queen gets out and gasps, looking up at the sky. Okay. Provokes a reaction from everyone.
What do you see?
She's just transfixed, staring up at the sky.
That's always a good sign.
Raceland kind of looks up too, casts back his hood. He then just looks visibly shaken for a second and then tries to stifle it.
Shit.
Great.
He says to Tanis, the constellations. What? Tanis looks really sketched.
What
about him?
Do we have a place that we are going right now?
Yeah, something about some caves or something across.
Okay, then I'll do whatever I can to start moving people. Stop looking at the sky, guys. Let's just get moving.
They're gone, Raceland rasps.
It's okay, let's move.
He starts a fit of coughing. Okay?
Let's move.
Yeah, people are kind of looking and trying to move.
Carry him if you have to, but let's go.
Raceland shrugs it off.
This is, I guess, this is just sort of a little bit of the. This is a little bit of the special ops sitting sort of. I'm kind of forcing that to. We have to move. We have to move.
I give McMurphy like a look and
Hank, motherfucker.
It's Hank McMurphy.
Yeah, Murtry, but that's okay.
I give him like a raised eyebrow to say like
3 years, 2 years we've been partners, and anyway.
Yeah, but I give him the like because I want them to talk more about this.
Mm-hmm.
Rayson finishes his coughing fit. The constellation known as the Queen of Darkness and the one called the Valiant Warrior both are gone. She's come to Kryn Tanis, and he has come to fight her. All the evil rumors we have heard are true. War, death, destruction. He starts to cough again really bad. Karaman
and I say, but
puts his arm around his shoulder and tries to hold him
and
up.
I
He's
say,
like, don't get so worked up about a bunch of stars.
And I say, but Kryn is beautiful in the fall.
It's a little cat tap to Maddie there.
If I had a fedora, I would tip it right now. Okay. Yeah, let's keep moving to the caves. Do you have any questions, astrophysicist? I have a pretty good idea of from what I just heard of what's going on.
Yeah, I had a pretty good understanding of it, and having scoped the sky out. When I looked at the sky earlier, was there any? I guess I wouldn't even. Never mind. I wouldn't even know to ask that question. I wouldn't have a frame reference, not knowing the meta. So
it's super bizarre. That like how you can't fathom of any possible way for stars to simply disappear, unless they were swallowed up simultaneously by black holes and all these other things, or maybe.
Are there any stories?
In which case, we've got much bigger problems than a dark queen.
Do we? I was going to say, do we have the opportunity to ask about sort of the history or stories of the Dark Queen, or do we have any knowledge that sort of pops into our head?
No, not really.
Okay, let's get moving.
Let's get Raceland a rest.
Okay, you guys managed to plant yourself in a cavern, a small cave. Okay. What time do we got? We got some good time.
Dwarf, build a fire.
There's a bit of a fire. Yeah. People are talking about watches. The knight is arguing with the barbarian. You know, my word is my, that sort of thing.
My word is my bond.
I say that I'll take the first watch, and then I'll grab Tasselhoff.
Yeah.
And be like, he'll take it with me.
We'll take first watch.
Okay, Karaman's gonna stay up a little bit with you too, because Rayson wants to see outside. Wants to see the.
Sorry, did they come with us?
Wants to see the constellations a little bit more.
Did they come with us?
What's that?
They came with us on first watch, or are we in the cave on first watch?
You're all in a large cavern, natural cavern, with a fire inside, and Raceland's kind of out by the front there. Wherever you guys do your watch, he's not very far off near the kind of.
Can we convince him to have a rest?
You guys have walked a little bit around this side of the lake to get away from the exact shore there. Okay.
Okay. So we're on our own.
Yeah, everybody else is in the cavern except for you two. Raceland's kind of close by. Karaman is kind of sitting by near you guys too.
So as soon as we're out of earshot of the rest of the party, I'm going to turn to Hank and be like, "What the fuck was the deal with Gandalf, bud?"
Gandalf looked like us, dude.
Yeah.
Gandalf was one of us.
You don't think Gandalf is Delta Green? He knew too much.
Dude, I think Gandalf is. I think Gandalf's Delta Green, man. I don't think Delta Green is what we thought.
Do you think the old
I think it's
dude
bigger.
that died of the heart attack? Do you think the old dude that died of the heart attack was the same thing as Gandalf?
No.
How did he know how to get here?
I don't think he did.
He had the stone.
But how do we know if he'd been here? Oh.
If he was here, there's a way for us to get back there.
I'm not sure I want to go back.
All right, dude. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
I'm gonna go over to Raceland, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out what the fuck they're talking about with the stars.
why don't I just go stealth my ass over there and listen and see if he says anything?
Stay.
I think it's better. I think it's better that we are visible together, standing guard. That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. Let's keep close to him, do our job, keep our eyes peeled and our ears very wide open.
All right.
All right, so we head back over towards the cave and make sure that we're very close to Raceland.
Okay, you want to listen into what they're
I
potentially
can't.
talking?
If he's not talking, I'd like to offer the ear to listen, to just say, you know, we've been gone a long time. We've seen a few things. We'd really appreciate you trusting us to hear what you have to say.
I seen shit.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of that feel, right? Just to say to Raceland, like, I know you want to protect us from what's coming, but we can take it.
And while Greg's talking, I'm gonna look in my pocket for a see if I've got a glass sphere or some keys. Okay.
Unfortunately, nothing in your pockets or on your person.
It was very clear to me
world.
It was very clear to me once I finished crying and heard you guys fighting that I didn't have my MP5 anymore.
Yeah.
So, you know, I made do with my stick.
Like I thought if there was certain items that crossed through, like the stone.
Don't see anything on your person other than some personal effects, carving, a couple little carvings.
Oh,
yeah.
Just in case, because I noticed that we have, well, only 4 viewers right now. That's kind of rough. I was kind of hoping it was going to be 5, and then I could guess that one of them was Scott Bakula because I did CC him on the tweet. I was just gonna look up at the sky and look at the big black voids and I was just gonna go, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ziggy, help me.
It was all Al, man. It was all about Al.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, you know what? That old guy in the bar, that was Al.
Yeah.
It just clued me in, man. Al was in the bar.
Al was there in spirit. Okay, so you guys are listening in. Raceland has basically said, "Leave me be." You know, calling his brother a lout. Basically, he wouldn't understand these cosmic dilemmas and things. So, Karaman just kind of hands up and wanders back to the entrance of the cave. He's not too far. Like, he's not going to let him out of his view. But you guys should make a perception check.
I rolled I crit.
17.
So with my bonus, it's 23, but I crit it. So
there's a massive couple dozen figures making their way from the shoreline up toward the cave.
Do not like.
Do not like.
So, like, by a couple dozen, do you mean, like, is that like a number, or do you just mean
like
there's a bunch of guys?
There's a mob of something coming up out of the emerging from the water.
Whistle back to the cave. Signal them somehow that somebody's coming. I don't want to retreat into the cave just yet.
Well, you're the small, fast one. Get the fuck in there and tell them.
Okay, I'll get in there and tell them.
We got bogeys.
Okay, I run in there.
Okay, you're off to go warn the group.
I hoof in and tell him. Raceland needs to get in too, so maybe you should tell him that.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can block this entrance?
It's really, really wide. It's quite a large big natural opening that kind of goes into the back a little bit.
Okay. So no. Answer's kind of a no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
What are you doing, dwarf?
I run over to Raceland. I penguin over to
He
Raceland.
glares at you.
Figures coming out of the water. Get inside.
He kind of barks for Karaman.
He barks for Karaman.
Barks.
I help Karaman pick Raceland up and start to drag him into the.
He won't have anything with this unceremonious treatment.
I like
he takes his way over the rocks.
Smack him. Get the fuck
in
in there.
Takes his staff and smacks you.
All
right.
Initiative?
Yeah.
Cocked die. Ooh.
19.
I only rolled a 13.
Okay. A few moments pass. You guys are getting defensible. Okay. The barbarian is, basically, he's kind of assumed the leader kind of role between him and the chieftain's daughter this time. She's looking to him at this point. And everyone else is just kind of getting up because they were just getting their bedrolls out and stuff like that. And you start to hear this unintelligible sound of this group of people or whatever's coming up here. And it makes no sense. It's just a strange droning noise. It's very, very difficult to explain because I'm not going to.
Hold on, let me grab Delta Green. Can I try and figure out any patterns? I've got a proficiency in language. Is there any patterns? Is there anything that I can...
The distinct non-pattern.
Okay.
Do they have tentacles instead of noses?
Or scaly flesh?
Okay, so...
is there anything... I mean, I've got a 60% in military science in Delta. Is there any obvious defensible or advantageous position for us?
There's a bit of a choke point in this cave, so anybody you want to protect should go in the back.
Yeah.
I would understand that Raceland's probably back there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so is probably the chieftain's daughter.
Well, she sounded like a badass, though. No?
No, dude, she's a paladin.
Okay.
So
It's a little meta, but like, no.
what were you talking about? Oh yeah, okay. That becomes a jabbering, just this idiocy. It's really unsettling, okay? And after a few more moments, it builds, and you start to see some of these creatures coming around the corner to into the view of the cavern, okay?
Are they merfolk? They are
like
fucking
these
merfolk.
Horrible fish things.
Those are the ones from World of Warcraft.
E&D's closest thing to the things in Innsmouth and all Dunwich things and stuff like that. No, these aren't the... They're not...
Yeah, you know what
those guys again. Murlocs.
Murlocs.
No,
They kind of look like
these
Murlocs.
These are worse, sort of.
Do we
Okay.
can we sense whether or not they're aggressive?
Oh yeah,
Or are they inquisitive?
They come around the corner. They have weapons, and some of them have nets. These barbed, horrible things, and they're coming around, and they see you guys standing there in your defensive postures, and they just rush you. So,
Fuck.
Sweet.
all right. So you're up there with Sturm, Tanis, Karaman, the Barbarian,
And Jar Jar.
and you two. Okay. The Barbarian Queen and Raceland are behind, just around the corner. Raceland's actually kind of standing out there with the staff, watching.
They're around a corner. Hold on, I gotta change my map.
Yeah, do you have a map for this, DM? Or just a fancy picture of an old guy that's not around anymore?
Theater of the mind. Shut up, Chris.
Okay.
There's the cavern opens up. Let me just...
Here, there's a map.
I'm going to assume that the mob has an initiative.
Similar to this.
Oh, an intestinal tract. Gotcha.
Yeah, sort of. Sure, yeah, something like that. So they come around and just see you and just... and yeah, they gurgle at you like murlocs and come flying.
I immediately check my adventurer's kit for salt.
All right, well, the knight goes like this with his sword and charges in. And Tanis knocks an arrow and lets loose. The barbarian grabs his sword and charges in. And Karaman charges in with sword and shield. You start
I load up a sling stone and wail away.
All right, you spin as you spin.
While
that
at
thing,
the same time, hold
whining
on. While at the same time, shouting back to the barbarian princess, "Get some rice with vinegar ready."
Rice with vinegar.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's the only person in the room who would get it is him, and he did, so we're good.
Okay.
It's fucking sushi time.
I'm in the dark here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
It's time for
Greg's gonna
nigiri.
make sushi.
I'm making nigiri. It's time to rock some raw fish.
Alright, yeah, let's jump into them.
Okay,
Let's,
so my
let's fuck 'em up.
my sling staff makes a weird sound.
It makes a whining sound that's very unsettling. All right, so they charge in. Let your slingstone fly. Should be on your sheet
Okay,
there, your attack bonuses and
so
stuff.
my sling staff, okay, is motherfucker. So if I crit fail, does a crit fail, like, does the bonus count at all? Like, if I roll a natural 1, is it a natural 1 and that's pretty much all I get? Or do I still get my +6?
Natural ones are interesting. Some people just play where it's just nothing. It's always a miss.
Maddie got it.
I say that it has.
It would be a 7. It would be a 7, but
it is automatically a miss no matter what.
Yep.
But depending on the situation,
yeah.
I usually have it play some kind of fumble effect, depending.
Well, I mean, to me, McMurtry's never used this. So,
well, that's what I'm gonna say.
So
You're
my
gonna be
expectation,
and then the stone goes flying away.
Like my natural reaction would be to do it.
Yeah,
because that's what the Kender would do.
You suck at it horribly.
And it was making that. It was making that fucking noise.
Yeah, I mean, this is all.
What is that? So I kind of like.
What the? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
do I need to take a step back to avoid getting smacked or what? Yeah, I love that.
If you like,
I love that Maddie's got it. It's always a miss, comma, but.
See, because a lot of people like to just play where it's just a miss. And I was playing with my other group on Wednesdays and dropped the bomb on them of a critical fumble. And like, no, it's always just a miss. What are you doing this for? And I go, well, sorry, I guess we should have talked about that earlier because in my other group, this is how we go. But when it becomes a critical, I also, like a critical hit, I'll also make it, aside from just extra damage and always a hit, it may also alter the combat or alter the game as well. So I just think it's more fun. Like it. Anyway, I got. Oh, what is that? Oh crap! And it flies off the other direction. Yeah, you've got like a few feet to move. You're kind of on the front line with these guys. So
I sort of move back to at least be on level with my compatriots here. I don't want to be sitting way out in the front, being the small one. I don't want to be the sushi.
Sturm moves on up ahead and just cuts one down instantly. All right. Tanis has his arrow knocked and lets loose a couple arrows.
Come on, Tanis.
All right. One of them falls. Karaman wades in. He kicks one and then chops one.
He kicks it.
Yeah.
Boot.
Knocks it over. And then he runs another one.
All right, dwarf. Come on.
Okay. So, and then we've got the barbarian, and he's fighting in there too. Right on. Sticks one. Okay. Now we are at Luke.
I'm sort of positioning myself in the fight, but very close to Raceland and the chick. Try and be the
meat shield,
far no further guy.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's any that are trying to get to the back of the cave, I'll be taking them. If not, I'll be sort of staying ready for them because it looks like my party's taking care of them pretty well.
Okay, so you're ready to defend. Do you want to actually hold an action, or are you just going to...
Yeah, if there's...
You can react. If something breaks the line, you're ready to chop it. Is that what you're intending?
Exactly.
Gotcha, okay. So doing this, you may not. You may or may not have an opponent to fight.
Yeah.
So,
if something comes this way, I'm going to take care of it, but right now it doesn't seem like much is needed to win this battle.
Okay.
But I'm protecting people.
There's quite a wave of these gibbering fish men coming around, okay? And like I said, they have these barbed weapons. Some of them have nets. All right? Okay, one of them is... One of them manages to pierce the barbarian in the leg with a spear as they're fighting back and forth. Okay. And... What's your armor class there, Kender boy?
His AC is 15.
Oh, did he take off? I didn't even notice he took off.
Yeah,
his AC is 15?
Yeah.
Okay, he takes
What'd I miss? What'd I miss?
You just got speared, and this
Mother.
is like one of those man catcher, sorry, people catcher, because 2015, and jabs it into you. Okay, make a dex save.
Your roll +6, Greg.
Of anything, this is the one I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're dexterous.
That's an 8
Total.
Okay,
pins you to the side of the cave with this man catcher thing for 7 points of damage.
Shit.
Okay, it hurts like hell because first you're getting kind of spiked in the middle a little bit, but then these things latch around you and grab you. You ever seen those kind of primitive fishing spears that actually spear in, but they
have barbs.
A big one of those is on you. Okay, you're kind of grappled with this thing now. All right. Now it's your turn, Greg. What are you gonna do? You can make another attempt to use Dex to get out of it.
I was gonna say, like, the only thing I can do is attempt to jump out of it or wiggle out of it or whatever, because there's no way I can attack from in it. Is the guy who's wielding it like within arm's reach?
No, he's got.
I don't like what just happened. You rolled and went, oh, I don't know if I like that.
Well, these dice are really good.
I don't like. Okay, so is there a way for me to attack?
They're a long spear. They give them reach.
Okay, so then I've got to try and get out of it. Okay,
you got to get out of it.
10.
No. Okay. Dun dun dun. Okay, Karaman smashes another one with the hilt of his sword and starts attacking another one. The rest of them are all engaged in battle. Tanis is... Actually, Tanis slings his bow quickly and draws his sword and get in there. The cave is starting to fill up with these things. Okay. It's Luke's turn.
If the cave is starting to fill up and it looks like my team is starting to
get
overrun a little bit, I'm gonna start to move forward. Like I'll move the line forward until I get to the first set of foes.
Okay.
Or the foes that are closest to the.
There's a big mob coming in. You have no trouble finding a way to get in there and smash into them.
Okay. I want to be clear that I'm keeping my back to the protectorates and I'm not letting anything get past me.
Okay, you're holding the line.
Yeah.
Not bad for an astrophysicist.
You
dude,
D&D, you get an edge,
Greg. But guarding against the fragility of life is like one of my key motivations. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, you guys can have inspiration. Do you know how inspiration works in 5th edition?
No.
Do you know what advantage and disadvantage are?
Yeah.
Only just.
Inspiration is like a little checkbox on your sheet that when you have it, you check it. When you use it, you erase it. You can use inspiration to basically give you advantage on any roll. So if you really need to make a hit with a weapon, or you really need to make a save or whatever like that, anything you're rolling your 20s on, basically you can say, I'm going to use my inspiration, and it's like a heroic kind of burst.
Okay.
It's literally inspiration. You get to roll 2 dice and take the highest.
So what you're saying is that I have inspiration.
Yeah, you guys all have that. You get to use it once, unless you get inspiration again somehow. Which you usually get by playing your character, okay? So by playing to your character's motivation or something like that is usually a good reason to dish out. Usually good reason to dish out inspiration. I dish it out if you're playing to your character. So now, if you ever have disadvantage, you need to roll your 20s and take the lowest roll, which sucks.
Yeah.
But you can just go, I'm using my inspiration to level that, and then cancel the disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now, where I am...
And yeah, Maddie's actually dead on with that.
where I am.
He mentioned something about that.
Yeah.
In my line of you shall not pass, is Tass close to sort of where I am in the cave?
He's kind of just to the right of you, and he's being pinned to the wall with a spear by one of these fishes.
Can I get to him without losing my line, losing my control of the situation?
Hold the line, man.
You guys have a good line, okay? Nobody's gone down. You're right up there with everybody.
I'm hurt.
We'll see what happens.
But if you, dude, I just look at you and shake my head like, no, do what you got to do. Don't even look at me. Do what you got to do.
So if they're fighting up here, I'll be back here getting stragglers.
You guys have enough room to get pushed back to the choke point.
Yeah, except I'll be up there, pinned to the wall.
We'll see what happens to you, Mr. Can't Roll his awesome dex.
Yeah, well, you know, I forgot I had cunning action.
Yeah. Oh, don't. And I was going to also say, look at your sheets because you have things like second wind, action surge, cunning action, all these other things like that.
I forgot. Yeah, like
Okay.
I have the ability with fast hands to use a second check or a second dex check and things like that. And
Depending what you're doing it with, right? You get it. You get an action, you get move, regular move, and you get a bonus action kind of while you're playing. So
So
you have
do I have
reactions as well.
somebody to? Sorry.
What's that?
No,
You have plenty to attack. Don't you worry. There's like a couple dozen at least here.
All right, let's snap one of them in 4 or 2.
All right,
of them.
your roll. Give her. There's one right up at you with a net.
break them up, man.
9 plus my. The hell is my plus?
I think you got it. Your plus is 4, 5, or 6 or something. Look for battle axe on your sheet there.
Yeah. Okay. Plus 5. Yeah. So 11.
You rolled a 9.
14.
Yeah. 14. 14.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You hit. You bury your axe into one. Roll some damage.
1d8 plus 3. 5.
Okay. All right. We're back to these horrible things. More of them have filled into the cave. Let's deal with the one messing with Greg right now. You're being dragged by this spear. It's digging right into your side so horribly. You take another 4 points of damage, okay? And you're being moved with it as it's trying to drag you out of the cave. One of his buddies comes up and attempts to throw a net over you, okay? But you manage to somehow dodge out of that. All right? And it's your roll. Or your turn.
Okay, so I've got my staff. I've still got my staff, right?
Yeah.
Do I have... With the staff, do I have reach to hit him?
I say you would be able to just poke at him. That staff...
It's like a foot taller than me, but I'm only 5 feet tall or 4 feet tall.
I'd say it's close to about 6 feet, I think. So it's called a hoopak or hoopak or something.
Yeah,
hoopak shakur. Anyway, it's shut up. It's got a point. Why do you think it sounds so annoying? Anyway, I like rap. Anyway, it's got a metal point at the bottom.
Right.
Plus, it's also a bludgeoning thing. You've got opportunities to
whack.
Smash. Yeah.
Okay, so I got to take a swing first and foremost. So I got to take a swing. That's a 21.
That'll hit it.
So I need a D6. So I got 1d6 plus 1 bludgeoning. That's only 3.
Okay.
Now I can use a cunning action to dash. Can a dash
you can't
translate
dash when
like
you're
because I'm in that dex hold?
captured in this grapple.
But what if now one of the things that I can do is use an object as a part of fast hands? Can I like attempt to grab onto this, because I'm assuming that I'm like pit, like it's a two-pronged with barbs on each side kind of thing, right? Is that what I'm kind of picturing in my head?
Yeah, here, let me
like, just, I mean, close counts, right? But can I, sort of take hold of the thing that's
like that?
Yeah, can I take hold of this in my hands with my fast hands and use Dex
to grab it, but
to try and like shake it loose, at least to back away so that they're not in charge of this thing? Right? Like, I mean, if I've got it sort of pinned around me, can I not?
It's kind of funny because you know what I'll let you do? I'll let you do with that. I'll let you give it a shot, okay? It's not going to let you manipulate it like an item, but the thing is the point of cunning action and fast hands, giving you that bonus action, all this kind of thing, what you're going to do is you're going to use that object manipulation you're talking about to give you
just to give me some kind of an advantage
to make another dex.
To move.
Make another dex.
Oh.
Greg.
Yeah.
Make a dex check.
I made it.
Good.
It was 7.
Well, what do you mean? What did you?
It was a 7.
Okay. Nope. They got the size,
plus 6, so 13.
No, it was a 7 total.
Throw that die away.
I already no, I rolled a 3. Because I got a +4 to Dex.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, no, I got a +6. I got a +6, so it was a 9.
Yeah. You still don't.
Yeah, I know. I already replaced the die, man. I've been through 2 sets of dice now.
You're getting ragdolled with this thing, and it hurts.
Yeah, and it's hurting, and I'm very close to bloodied.
All right, so we have some.
But Raceland's got a thing that'll heal me.
Does he?
No, she does. Warrior Princess Xena.
Yeah.
Whatever her name is.
Okay, there's been some
8
battling going on.
8 threes in a row.
The line is holding. You guys are all taking steps back.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, Tass is getting further away from you.
No!
And it's Luke's turn.
Break them.
Yeah.
Do you have any like insane like whiff 9 of them at once move?
No.
Damn. That double cleave was such a great thing.
He's a 3.5 hero. He doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's mark another one.
All right. You still have that one you're fighting in front of you there.
I just rolled a 20.
All right.
Nice.
So, seeing your friend in danger and the line moving back, you bury your axe into this one. Roll your double damage.
Come on, Luke.
Don't forget, you've got some damage bonuses, I think, in there too.
Misa set fire to Theocrat. Saves me.
Don't forget, you roll a critical on 19 or 20 with your dwarf.
Yeah. So what have I got here? 11.
You gain +2 damage.
13. 17.
Okay. You bury it in its chest, opening it up, it falls to the ground. Right.
Let's go.
You have some moves, so there's a little bit of a path opening in front of you.
Okay, cool. I'm going to. Can I get to Tass?
As the mob is crushing in, that amazing blow, you staggered it backward. You can actually get up close to Tass without taking a ton of opportunity attacks for next round. You can get close to the jerk that's harassing him.
Okay, let's get to Tass for my move, and then I'm going to take my action surge.
Okay.
I I can take an additional action on top of my regular action and a possible bonus action once you use this feature. I can't reset it until I have a short rest.
All right, so you cleave through that one, you step over its shuddering body and dive in toward where Tass is. And
yeah, the dude that's on the other end of the
him?
stick. Big time.
He totally doesn't expect you. You can have advantage on this roll.
I rolled a 19 and an 8, so I crit him. I crit that guy too.
You crit him. Nice.
He says nice. I was waiting for the I'll be the judge of that.
Wow, that's even more damage. That's 12. That's 14. 14, 15, 17 slashing.
Okay, and he took a poke from the Kender. You come up, take his head right off. Just the Kender is sitting there wrestling with this thing, looking up this horrible fish man, and suddenly its head is gone and it just falls down. And you can just take the spear off you, Tass.
Yeah, thanks. And then I look down at Tass and I go, kids, and then turn back to the fight.
Just because you're 117 years older than me, man.
The wave of fishmen surges forward again.
Okay. Great. Awesome.
This isn't in the Dragonlance book, but
yeah, I'm guessing not. So is it back to me?
It's really fun.
Is it back to me?
Like this stuff.
It is back to the fish guys. The barbarian is taken down by a combo of one of the fishmen with the spear and another fishman with a net. Okay? Goldmoon lets out a cry at that. And Tanis steps forward to try to help out his friend, or help out the barbarian. Okay.
Is there a chandelier anywhere nearby?
Oh yeah, one of them cave chandeliers. No, what do you need a chandelier for?
Well, I mean, you said they moved up. Am I sort of still in line, or am I now in the middle of a swarm?
My blow pushed them back, so they're right where we are.
So I'm still with you.
Yeah, you and I are pinned to the side of the cave.
This is the line here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Dwarf, and this is you. You're getting dragged out. He came in, fucked shit up, left the line a little bit.
They went after Barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay, so they went after Barbarian. Is it me now?
Exactly, Maddie. Exactly.
It's uncanny how close our two maps are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dragonlance. That is perfect.
So they went after. So it's me now.
Yeah.
So this should be an opportunity.
They're coming right to you. You gotta either reform the line or start a new line or what. They're pressing.
If they're coming. Okay. I was trying to sort of get a feel for timing. If they were going after him, then they're not looking at me, which means that I could kind of sneak in. And pull
just pressing in and
pull a sneak attack of some kind. But if they're like right in my face, then I guess I need to sort of make sure I'm in line and start with. Should I try the sling again, dude?
No,
we're too close. Then it's going to be the quarterstaff. Then it's going to be the quarterstaff again.
You have a dagger too.
Yeah, no, I do have a dagger.
Your dagger?
Yeah, I'll go with the dagger. I mean, it's close at hand, so I'll use the dagger.
Plus 6 to hit dagger is not a bad thing.
Yeah, no.
Your sneak attack can work here, though.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, so once per turn, you can deal an extra d6 of damage to one creature you hit with an attack. If you have advantage on the attack roll. Now, I need to do a quick look at the actual rogue chart because your sneak attack damage might be...
The sneak attack is an extra d6.
Yeah, but it goes up with level.
Oh, and you said we were level 4.
So let me...
Does anybody in the chat know this off by their head?
It's sure. 2d6. Okay, it's an additional 2d6.
Plus 2d6?
An additional 2.
You must use a finesse or a ranged weapon.
Well, a dagger would be a finesse weapon, I'm assuming.
I can't even remember, to be honest. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet, which the dwarf counts as.
Yeah.
Okay? And you don't have disadvantage on the roll. So you can sneak attack this guy. Jeez, I wish
Maddie just says you beat me to it.
Because since your dwarf pal showed up.
Yeah, so...
Like a bouse.
Okay, so this is
I came in and shit on Karen's desk like a boss.
Okay, well...
Otherwise, if you don't have a dwarf pal or somebody also harrying your foe... Yeah, you got to have advantage on them.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying
another good use for inspiration or something like that, right?
Yeah, okay. So, all right. So I'm going to attack this Sumna bee. 17.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay, so then I've got a 1d4 plus 4.
So roll that and then roll 2 additional d6.
So that's an 8. And then I've got 2d6. In addition, that's just another 2. So that's 10 total.
Rolled a pair of 1s?
Yeah, a pair of 1s. So that's 10 total.
Oh, you could have killed it.
Yeah, but I'm a child.
You're a child.
And I'm getting bored.
Okay.
So I was actually having a conversation with myself about ice and how it tastes funny on your tongue. Sorry, that's a Kender thing.
The Kender has been killed. Moving on, we go to the rest of the party. The barbarian manages to, in a great rage, shake off this stupid net, chop down the guy with the spear on him.
Nice.
Okay, there's fish bodies everywhere.
Hey, they're getting rice ready, right? With vinegar. I requested it.
This is what Edmonton sushi would taste like.
Wasabi.
I don't trust gas station sushi or sushi east of the Rockies.
A whole bunch of people running around grinding wasabi right now.
So yeah, you guys are grinding wasabi. Luke.
Yeah, buddy.
The Kender just managed to fake out.
I bloodied him
and gut him really well. You could finish him right here. What a good roll.
Just tap him on the forehead.
All right.
Little concussion.
Does a 12 hit him? Or no, sorry, it's 17. I forgot my attack bonus.
Oh, Jesus H.
17.
You don't get to roll like me. That's not allowed.
Let's do 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Chop it down. Nice gash opens up on its back. Fish guts spill out everywhere. Ugh. You see a bunch of plastic from the ocean. No, kidding. All right, you knock it down.
6-pack rings and pull tabs.
Yeah, all right, exactly. And one of them comes in with a 6-pack ring around its head, and its head is grown around.
It's wearing it like a hat.
Yeah.
And what I'll do for my movement is
it says DC sandals on it.
I'll remove to the line, trying to again protect and have my back to. Like,
yeah, you got to be careful. If you want to move without provoking attacks, it's called disengage.
Yeah.
You can move like 5 feet, I think, or something. No.
Yeah, and if you disengage, so you can't attack
fighting,
next turn.
You're moving back. No big deal. If you were to fight and just go, now I move 30 through the group, you're in big shit. Unless you have, there's some interesting stuff that rogues get. that allow them to disengage as bonus actions. All these crazy.
Well,
you're being strategic. Don't worry.
I split them, cleared the dude that was on task, and then he stepped into another one. I finished him as a line to try.
Yeah, Tass, you might want to rejoin the line with you.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But once I get to the line, I'm going to go back to my sort of.
What's your AC, Flint?
I am an 18. You can't.
I can't hit you. I can't hit you. I can't hit you either, Tass.
Thank goodness.
You guys managed to rejoin the line.
Thank God.
Karaman is bloodied pretty good. And now we are back to Gray.
Okay, so I'm back with the line. Is there a group coming still at us pushing?
Yeah,
they're climbing. They're climbing over these. They're
slipping and sliding, coming over and reaching out. And
okay, so if I'm still next to him, then I can still sneak attack again.
Yeah, you guys are back toward the line, a little closer into the line this time, and you still have a dwarf.
All right, then I'm gonna continue to use that tactic of dagger.
Yep.
15.
Yep.
Yes.
Plenty good.
Okay, so
these things are just wearing like rags and
yeah,
like weird kind of bone.
So a
really
7
primitive.
plus 2d6.
Yeah.
Oh, 7, 9, 15 damage.
15. Okay, you go like this, and just a line opens up, and just fish guts.
Nice. Makes it easier to clean him on the table when we go to have sushi.
You filleted this son of a bitch. Okay, your party line is kind of backed up again a little bit more with the oncoming waves.
Come on, Axeman.
Shot up to his head there. He's got blood coming into his eyes.
Nice.
Okay, we're at Luke.
Yeah, let's
Come on,
another couple of gone down.
Is anybody sort of like you said? Tanis is down. The barbarian is.
Tanis isn't down. He's just he got hit over the head there. On his forehead is bleeding and covering it. The rest of the party is still standing.
Okay. I'm gonna yell over my shoulder to Moon to get the wasabi ready, and I'm gonna smash another fish.
Give her
10, 15?
Yep. They're not too hard to hit. They don't really have much armor. They're just kind of moving around. So sometimes your blows kind of glance off them a little
Scales,
bit.
man.
They're covered in like a thick scale with slimy crap all over it. But...
Well, I just smacked one for 9.
Okay. All right. Ooh. 2 points to you.
I lose 2?
Yep.
Didn't even feel it.
The other misses. Kender turn. Your AC, Kender.
15.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage.
Oh my God.
And 3 of them have attacked the knight with their spears and have pushed Sturm down to one knee on the ground. Sturm is on the far end of the line from you guys. Okay.
Has he got one literally like in his face?
Sturm?
Yeah.
He's got 3 that have. He's managed to take like 3 of those horrible spear things, and they're pinning him and moving around. It's just the brute force of like 3 of them on one. Otherwise, Sturm's damn strong. And it's Greg's turn again. You got more in your face.
Then I continue my previous plan. of whacking with a dagger. You know, what else can one do? Okay, that's a 22.
That's a definite hit.
All right, so that's 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 2d6. 8 plus 7. So that's a 15.
15? All right. You drop him. Reaches for his gut as you stab him. And buckles over. Drops his spear.
Dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. And another one bites the
There's
dust.
fish guts flying
and
everywhere.
another one gone.
Luke,
and
your
another
turn.
one gone. Another one bites the dust.
Are the numbers waning?
The numbers are starting to even out. There's like maybe 10 of them.
It's 11 hit.
No. You sure you're adding the right number?
6 and 5.
No, you miss.
I'll be cool.
Oh, I was like, what is Greg doing?
Shitting on a kid.
Okay. One of them drops a net on you, Luke.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, meh.
You're restrained by this net. And you can use an action to try to bust it.
Yeah, let's
kind
do
of
that.
barbarian style, okay? But wait till your turn here. And you take 4 more damage, Taz.
That's not good. I'm bloodied.
And make a dex save. Let's see if you get
A dex save?
Yeah, as the guy's trying to pin you again with one of those horrible spears.
16.
Okay, that's good enough. All right, it is Greg's turn.
Come on, kid. I don't want to have to save you again.
Who the F just did that to me? I want to gut him.
Yeah, you can gut him, but you're not going to get the sneak attack because right now
he's focused on me.
Your friend is restrained, and he's not really a threat to this guy, so you're not going to get the.
So the best time. Okay, well, then I'm still going to just jam him with a dagger.
Sounds good.
Or perhaps not with an 11.
No. All right.
Do I have an ability? What is a dash? Is that just a change of position?
Dash is like you get to double your move, and it's an action.
And you're a rogue, so you've got the disengage thing that he was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if you actually have that yet.
Well, I mean, I have a cunning action, right? I could take a bonus action on each of my turns in combat, but it can only be to make a dash, disengage, or hide.
Yeah, you have bonus disengage, which means you can just bust out of combat, get out of there, leave the combat without taking attacks of opportunity.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Because I was just like with a dash, I just was thinking, is there a way that, I took a swing, I missed. Is there a way that I can jump back behind him and help get him out of the net?
Your actions have been used.
But if that's all I've got, that's all I've got.
You can move and use that bonus action to move without provoking attacks of opportunity. So you can maneuver yourself somewhere you like for 30 feet.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stay in line. I'd rather take another hit than break the line.
Sturm.
The military man in me knows that you don't just fucking walk off the line.
Good idea. Sturm smashes through one of those primitive spears and then reaches forward and guts one of them. He's only pinned by a mere 2 of them now. All right, Luke, you need to make a strength check to free yourself from this net.
Fail a roll, bitch. I just want to see him fail a roll.
16.
Okay, so it threw this net onto you and started to try to reel you in with this rope, and you managed to just kind of outpower the fishman and bust out and untangle yourself from the rope or the net.
Let's hit him with an axe.
That's your action, unfortunately.
Can I give him the finger?
Yes.
I'm gonna eat you with wasabi.
All right, one of them spears at you and misses. One of them spears you for 4, Kender.
Oh, come on.
I know, right?
You got any hit dice, Greg?
Tanis is covered in a net.
No.
Karaman freaks out and breaks one's neck. And we're back to Greg.
Do I have the ability to sneak attack again?
Yeah, sure. Dwarf is free.
Oh, F.
Dwarf threatens things again.
Kender rolls an 11.
Kender fucked up. Whew. Yeah, slimy fish guts everywhere. You almost slip. All right.
That's it. I'm blaming it on the fish guts.
Oh. Sturm is not going down without a fight, but he's going down.
How many fish guys are left?
There's one with you guys. No, 2 with you guys and 2 on Sturm. And then there's one in front of Karaman and the Barbarian. So there's only 6.
Okay. I'm back up, Greg. You get a sneak attack next turn. Is it my turn?
I had a sneak attack
Yep.
that time. I just didn't land it.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Let's make it 5. 13 plus 5 is 17.
13 hits.
1d8 plus 3. Where the fuck is my d8? 6, 8, 9, 11 damage.
Come on, man.
Okay. Right on.
I'm looking at you like make
Chop
it count.
into it and knock it back a bit, and it and then starts to, harry you again with its
Is that the same one that I just hit for 9?
Oh yeah. All right, you kill it. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading my chicken scratch here.
It's all right. Luke was looking at the blood trail going, I think I hit you before.
Barbarian destroys his. Ooh, Karaman. Destroys his. Right on.
So there's only 3 left.
So much bloodshed.
Yep. 1 in front of Tass and 2 on Sturm. Okay. Yeah, so the rest of the party goes to corner the other fishman and help Sturm out of it. Sturm is doing a second wind and kills another one of them. All right. Luke, you just killed that guy. They went, and Greg needs to
finish this asshole off.
Finish this jerk.
There's 2 left?
Yep. And one of them's with Sturm, one of them's with the Kender.
That's a 22.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little better. That's 6 plus 12 total.
Okay, that guy's wiped out.
Sweet.
This is hilarious playing by just trying to remember what's in the book, because it reminds me of just how much I rely on Fantasy Grounds to monitor this stuff. It's funny, when I do Fantasy Grounds, I don't have to really pay much attention to stuff because the system takes care of a whole bunch of things. I mean, this has been quick because we're not using a map, but the rest of them destroy the other one, fillet it. Okay. All right. I'm
hungry.
A quietness.
I loot the bodies.
All right. There's a horrible smell in here. There's 20 plus of these things dead on the ground. And Chieftain's daughter comes out and sees what she can do with the staff. All right.
Because I'm pretty broken.
Yeah, people are really hurt. Raceland is coughing and weak. He basically expended his spell slots today. So
I pretty much gave up a spleen.
Tass started at 40 and he's currently at 15.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I started at 64 and I'm currently at 62.
Dude, I weigh less than your axe. I mean, let's be honest here. I weigh less than your axe.
I couldn't hit you, though. I couldn't hit you with your AC.
Thank God.
These things are... I mean, in numbers, they're okay. And it's one of the things in 5th edition is that overrun isn't quite an easy concept or whatever. I was hoping to be able to drag a couple of you away in nets, but I mean, it's easy enough to break out of them, easy enough to get out of. So that's another thing I have a criticism of 5th edition is grapples kind of like, haha, I grappled you. And you're like, haha, I ungrappled. And you're like, well, I grab you again. It's just, there's no point to grappling half the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they had managed to grapple you and get you in the net, you're screwed. You're just...
Okay, so we got all these guys out. And
you got all them killed. You guys are looking after each other, that sort of thing. The staff is amazing. Everybody is just in awe of this blue crystal staff. You guys can't believe it yourselves. I'm not going to make you roll a sanity because it's such a wonderful thing. Like, it's a miraculous healing thing. You can have a point added to your current total for totally destroying, like, those Dagon things. That's what they remind you of, basically. Okay.
So, which total can we get a point on?
On your sanity total.
Oh, that'll work.
And
what's your current sanity, Greg?
50.
Cool.
I've been fading for the last little bit, so I don't know about you guys.
You bet, man. No, it's getting late, so let's resolve anything that still needs to be resolved in this cave. And we will carry this into next week, into episode 3.
Your curiosity, obviously, you do kind of look around, and some of those bones and trinkets that they have around, you know...
Well, I just pocket them.
They're flare. All right?
Flare's good. I pocket it.
Some of them have recognizable kind of elder sign type symbology on them. So
anything that's got the same symbol as the rock?
Yeah. Similar type stuff.
For sure, take those. I want those in my pocket.
Okay. You get a handful of those.
Yeah, it's. I mean, my nature is just to grab those anyway, but it's, you know, it's funny because a part of me is like, I've got to take these, and the other part of me looks at them and it's like, if we bounce again, these aren't coming with me.
All right, so yeah, that's it for that. There's like seashells and other sea creature things in these bones. This is a lake. Anyway, that's odd. The symbology is a little odd. The whole business.
The whole business is odd. I mean, dude, we just did battle with little fish dudes.
Little fish dudes in a weird world.
So the incredible. So just not to belabor this incredible glowing blue staff, but you said its healing properties were quite miraculous. What does that mean?
Well,
because I was at a 15 just a moment ago.
What's that?
I was at a 15 out of 40 just a moment ago.
Oh, you're good.
So I'm back up. We're all full health again.
You're a little sore, and that's about it.
So we're all full health, but feel like we just got shit kicked.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just mark that and smile with a 40 again.
I'm gonna add my 2 points back.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
everybody who's
gonna shake my head at you.
exhausted and freaked out about this incursion. The spirits are still high because of that staff. Just the fact that the thing that they left each other 5 years ago to go find is
we found in the bar
staff.
at the bar on the way we came back for our oath. Now all we got to do is
awesome.
figure out where Kitty R is, and yeah, figure out what's going on next week.
Right on.
All right, thanks guys, great game.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Awesome
Chris.
session.
Much appreciated. That was a hell of a lot of fun.
I
would appreciate it if you
the
wouldn't
hook,
kick my
man.
ass quite so hard next time, but that's okay. I'm a little dude. I get it. It's all right. Everybody needs a punching
for a little
bag.
dude, you dished it out.
Only because I saved your life.
Oh, yeah, no, it's funny. Once the dwarf showed up, the tactics change, right?
Well,
Yeah.
So,
hack slash.
no,
That's
great.
the way it works.
Some good rolls too.
Yeah. Well, we got lucky, and then we didn't get so lucky, and then we got lucky.
I think I only failed like two attack rolls.
2-0.
Two
Yeah,
or three
and
attack rolls.
the number of attack rolls that failed against you guys was stupendous.
It sounded
you-
like it.
You've got a decent dex, and you've got good armor. And these guys, I mean, they've only got a +3 to hit. So
All right. Well, there is where we end this week. No leap yet, thankfully.
No leap yet.
I think we've got more to do here. And I kind of look at at my boy Shell and was like, hey, we aren't done yet, man.
do you like my?
I love that.
This
by
is
the way.
This is what I put on my monster manual.
I love that. Did I see a picture of that earlier today?
Yeah, I posted it.
I
I got
thought
it from
so.
that Libris
I thought so.
Arcana
I think so.
Twitter.
Very,
They did a
Oh, that's the
Kickstarter
one.
for this.
That is super cool.
They did
I
a
love the
Kickstarter
hook
for
with
this,
the
and they gave me
fishman.
the first one. You
Yeah,
love the
yeah.
what?
I love the hook with the fishman.
Yeah,
The non-Dragonlance. It was cool.
Okay, no,
Dragonlance.
this is hilarious. This did not even occur to me, but Maddie's comment, Dragonlance or Dragonlance there. Oh my god, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Dagon is one of the big Cthulhu things in there. So, and these guys are one of the most kind of Cthulhu low-level mobs that they have in D&D. I had to use them.
I am super excited to be able to use these sheets again next week. Yeah, no kidding.
I
eh?
love this series.
Can
I
you
love
just
it.
black out the R on that for the next episode? Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to help us out, support the show, by all means, hit us up at patreon.com/riskbrewing. And if you want to know what we're drinking while we play this stupid game, untappd.com/user/Mr. Wilkinson and untappd.com/user/gscratch. Big thanks tonight to Chris for putting together a hell of an encounter for us.
Great job, dude.
That was a lot of fun, man.
fun.
We're really looking forward to next week. Do rest your brain, please. I'd like your brain to be functional next week when we do this. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Cheers. Appreciate you viewing. We will see you guys all next week. Good night.
Good night.